Just finished work. It's Friday, 12:30. I'm in work in Shirley in Solihull. I'm on my way to Linear Fisheries, hoping to get a 30-pound fish. That's my goal for this year. My PB is 27, so I'm hoping to fish on St John's or maybe Bracenose 2. I think one shot or 2 shot, one of the two. But we'll see when I get there. I've got a backup plan of where to fish if it's completely busy, which is a possibility. So hopefully the next video will be me carrying my stuff to my swim, but whether it's at Linear Fisheries or not, we'll wait and see. Hello, so the next video isn't me pushing my trolley to the swim. I couldn't film it. I bought a new trolley with one wheel in the middle, and I couldn't put it down to set up a camera to film me walking past it. It was just so wobbly. So, but the good news is I'm at Linear Fisheries. Managed to get a swim. Got here about 1:30, did a lap of the lake with a bucket trying to reserve a swim, and there was only one swim. Literally one left on the whole lake. So I'm in swim 9. It's really hot, so nothing out yet. I've put a few spods out. I've got 2 rods, fishing 3 rods today. You can see down there, it's a bit of a weird setup. I couldn't put the middle rod into on the rod pod, and the rod pod's broken, so it's a bit difficult. But yeah, so 3 rods out, 2 on bottom bait, 1 on a zig rig. So I'm hoping, I'm spodding out on top of all of that. All 3 of them are pretty close together. So yeah, I managed to get the spod out. It's about 15-16 wraps. So it can be a bit tricky getting out there, but I seem to be doing okay. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous day. This is the view from swim 9. Ideally I wanted to go the other side of the lake, but as I said, this was the only swim available. So I had to go on the marker float to look for some features. This is about 16 wraps out, a bit of gravel. It's about 10 foot deep, which, like I said, a bit deep really. This is why I had some on zigs. This is where the right rod is, towards that pink tree. Then I had the middle rod just probably a bit to the left, sort of where that tree is, on the left there, where you can just see this dot coming. And then the left one is sort of towards where that white van, you can just see the back of a white van. So all 3 of them fairly close, and just spodding over them. Hopefully the idea is, even on the zigs, I'm spodding over the zigs as the pike was falling through, they're eating those and then just grabbing onto the bait that's on the zig rig. So that's the plan, and hopefully I'll get a fish doing that. This is the spod mix I'm using. It's as you can see, it's all particles, some boilies, different bits of goo. There's about 5 tins of sweet corn in there, so hopefully it's going to work. But an issue I do have, I can only do about 3 or 4 spods out, and then the swans come over and start eating it off the top. So 3 or 4, stop, wait for the swans to go, and then do a few more. But yeah, the lake's looking really nice. Lots of people spodding. Loads of bait going in. Every swim's taken, so it's really a lot of pressure on the water. It's day 2, so yesterday didn't catch anything. Had a few line bites, but that was it. I had 1 rod on a zig rig with a bit of black foam, 2 rods I used in PVA bag, pellets, and I switched to just a bottom bait. I spotted loads out there, so I'm not sure if I'm going to spot more today. Probably will. There's a lot going, a lot of people out. The whole lake's pretty full, so there's a lot of people putting a lot of bait in. So I think I'm going to switch 2 rods to zig rigs today though, because they don't seem to be enough the bottom. Could possibly go to 3, but I might just keep one at the bottom, just in case, maybe for the evening, I don't know. So I've had a coffee, I'm going to make myself something to eat now. Got my rods ready for the day, and hopefully we'll see a fish on the bank. I thought I'd just show you my little fix I've had to do on my rod pod. I don't normally use my rod pod because it's broken. I normally use what I've got here, like just 2 bank sticks. Obviously you can fish 3 rods here, but the back legs on this rod pod are broken. You see there where the thread is. So my last place, when I worked at Sandvik, I 3D printed a part. It worked brilliant until it snapped again. So it was obviously weaker than the original part. So I've come up with a bait box, 2 bank sticks. It kind of does it, but not quite enough. There's my line. The line goes straight in the water. So I've put some back nets on now. I don't know if you can see on here the green. Yeah, you can see there. Only because the swans just kept swimming through and set the alarms off. And I'd have a heart attack thinking, yes, I've got a fish. Nope, just a swan. So, but yeah, that's my little trick there. Look, so if anyone is struggling with a broken Fox Horizon rod pod, there you go. That's the trick. That's what you have to do. Yeah, it doesn't help you catch any fish. Right, so I've got all 3 of my rods on sig rigs at the moment, but I think for this evening I'm going to at least put 1 on bottom bait. So I'm just going to show you how I do my PVA bag. Put a little bit of mixed particles in at the bottom, as you can see. So got my rig already made in some goo. The goo is PVA friendly. So the tricky bit, well, I find tricky anyway, is to untangle everything. Getting the bait not in, but the weight in. If you can see that there. And also you want the weight to be on one side. I didn't know this for a while, but obviously it makes sense. I'll show you once I've done it. So the weight is on, so I'm going to try and get the weight on one side and the bait on the opposite side. So once the bag gets a bit sticky, it's hard to do. I'll just hold it in my hand like that and it kind of should work. Once you've got it about half full, the weight's kind of there, then you can put the bait in. So you've got to try to not get it tangled. That's not tangled. Okay, so then we've got the bait the opposite side to the weight, which is key. Just keep feeding it in. Try and get a varied amount of sizes in. Quite good. So there, look, so the weight's that side, the bait is this side. The reason for that is when I didn't know this, I can't remember where I saw it, but obviously it makes complete sense. I'm sure people who watch this thinking, obviously, but when it hits the water, it's going to naturally land on that side. So your bait will be on the top, which is perfect. But I never really started doing that until a few months ago. I'd be quite pleased if I have to stop this and catch a fish. So we've got all that, and now try and push it down a bit. Nice and get it nice and compact. Now another thing I've started doing, I used to use PVA tape and like twist this and wrap it all around, and I found the tape just goo all over the leader. Didn't like it. So I've started to, again it's quite tricky to do, you have to be quite quick, but it's a bit minging with your fingers are dirty, but it does work. Lick your finger and just run it around the inside. You can use different fingers, obviously, you've got 5 of them to pick from. Keep alternating so you don't get the inside of the bag in your mouth, like I just did. Then pinch it and twist. And that all kind of glues together. Oh, I've got a krill in that mix. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh. Anyway, you keep twisting it round and give it another little lick on that part and just twist it. Then hold it there. Make sure that's all tight in there. You see the bag's pretty tight. And then the opposite side to the weight, put a few holes in. You can do this before you've done this part, but it doesn't make much difference when you do it. So the idea is that this lets the air out this side as well, again reinforcing that the weight is on the lake bed. All this comes out and this is just going to leave a big pile of bait with your hook bait there. Again, just needs another little lick there. Keep twisting it. Now it's pretty much ready. There you go. But one more thing to do. You can do this later on, so you can leave it like that, and before you cast it out, you can do the corners. But I'll show you what I do for the corners, which I'm sure everybody already knows, but some people may not. Just pinch this, push it back in, try and compact the bag as much as you can. The tighter it is, the better it is flowing through the air. Lick that and then push it down. Makes it more like a ball. Just firm that in. And then the other side, it should be nice and compact. Lick that, push it in. It might relax a little bit if you prepare them beforehand, but yeah, that's all ready to go now. Just put it on the reel, on the rod. One other thing I'd like to mention is this bucket I got from Ridge Monkey. Corda do one. I saw the Corda one. I thought that's really good. I want one. But obviously it was Corda. It was really expensive. This Ridge Monkey one's like half the price. So you can put all your bait in there. This doesn't fit in the lid 'cause it's a large one, but I've got a small one in this part, so that you can keep bits and bobs in here to make it. So this is a small one, but I want to use a big one today. So this has been prepped for a while. You keep all your rigs in there. Oh, that's what I should have used for prodding it. Yeah, really good. I can't remember the price of it, but it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I don't know if it's as good as the Corda one because I didn't buy that, but I'd definitely recommend this Ridge Monkey one. And I'm not getting paid to say that, unfortunately. Yeah. So I thought I'd give you an update on how I'm getting on. Still haven't caught a fish. It's been really difficult. Everyone on this side of the lake was not caught. The guy next to me caught one early in the morning, 22, 23, on a zig. I've switched all mine to, I've got 3 zigs on. I've gone further out, closer in, different depths, different baits, spodding over it, spodding, I don't know. I've done everything I could think to do, but everyone on the other side of the lake is catching, which is the shallower end. So obviously it sounds like an excuse, but it just seems like just not happening at this side. I'm obviously not giving up, but it's just not happening. So I've just ordered a pizza, which was nice. I'll show you the pictures of that. It was okay, is what I would describe it as. So just stopped at the services on my way home. As you can see by this video, I didn't catch anything through the night or in the morning. Tough session. So in my quest to catch a 30, I didn't even catch a fish. So yeah, the dreaded blank. Don't want to put me off. I still need to catch 30. That's the goal. It's the first time probably I've ever fished with zig rigs, like on a serious sort of session, all 3 rods on them. Although I didn't catch things, I think I've built up a bit more confidence in using them. Different heights. I think the adjustable one, I didn't get on with that. I think it's actually definitely better to just tie them to different lengths and swap them over. So yeah, didn't catch the 30, didn't even catch a fish, but not going to give up trying. Thanks for watching. Cheers.